Hello Warfighters, Warriors Hell, welcome to the next episode in what could have happened had the August coup gone differently. We're going to see a major escalation in this conflict that's becoming known as the Soviet Civil War. I'm going to be taking to the skies here in an experimental SU-33. Things are that crazy for this mission that we're throwing prototype aircraft into the fight. Now I'm going to go ahead and get the throttle up all the way here and take off for my very first time in DCS World. It just looks absolutely gorgeous. The heat blur from behind. Alright, anyway, rolling down the runway. I've got my wingman next to me. Let's go ahead and switch back to first person right here. We're looking good on speed. It's about time to pull back on this joystick, get some air, and I am airborne. I'm also doing this in VR if you have not noticed yet. So I've got the HTC Vive on. This is going to be quite an exciting mission. A lot of awesome firsts for me. Man, this is absolutely gorgeous. I know I should be at a higher altitude than this, but I've got to enjoy the view right here. Anyway, my wingman has been able to take off safely. We've just got 3 and 4 of my flight. And there they go. Alright, so they are airborne as well. So that means we can go ahead and get to the briefing and let you know everything that is going on. We're back at the Crimean Peninsula. Remember, Gorbachev is being secured by the Black Sea Fleet. Now, the SU-33 pilots that are part of this test squadron are at this naval air station. One of the things that the admiral of the Black Sea Fleet had suggested is by setting prototype aircraft at the enemy for this mission, could go ahead and scare them off. One of the things that we're seeing is that there are some unknown Soviet aircraft that are coming this way. We hope to intercept them about right here. The information that we do have about this Soviet aircraft, though, is it does contain 4 Bear bombers. Now, we're wondering if this is a show of force or an actual attempt at the Black Sea Fleet trying to take out Gorbachev. They are escorted by some fighters from what we've been able to gather. It looks like we've got some MiG-29s that are going to be escorting these bombers. So we're going to be seeing some air combat here for sure, unless they decide to turn around. Before I can go ahead and get to their location, though, I have to link up with the other flight. I am going to be Bison Flight for this one. I'll be leading Bison Flight, and we've also got Scarlet Flight as well. Now, they've taken off just a little bit before us, so they are quite a ways ahead. That's why I'm waiting for the rest of my flight to catch up before we go ahead and move on over to them. Got to make sure that we get there as quickly as possible because we need to intercept this aircraft, or these aircraft, as fast as we can. I'm not gonna lie, guys. There's no way this video is going to do this experience justice. Just looking over to my left, seeing the sun's reflection on the water is absolutely awesome. I could just hang out right here, but no. I've got a mission to do. All right, looking at the radar, I haven't spotted Scarlet Flight yet, but it looks like me and my wingman, he's on me. We've got the other 2 aircraft. There they go. There's 3 and 4. They're moving up. So our orders for this one is not to engage unless we are fired upon. What we're going to do is get within communications range and transmit a message to them. They have to turn around so that we will fire upon them. Now, of course, we're not the only aircraft kind of heading right here. The Black Sea Fleet is also sending some SU-27s just in case they end up blowing past us. We are completely armed here. One of the reasons why, let me get my mirror out and see if 3 and 4 are behind me. Do have weapons on board this aircraft, again, just as a measure of defense, but also we were going to be doing some combat tests with these aircraft, so this works out at a good time for us. These test pilots, of course, are some of the most experienced pilots in the Soviet Navy, so we should be able to get this accomplished no problem at all. I'm trying to wait to see if 3 and 4 kind of linked up yet. Radar doesn't look like it shows anything, but I highly doubt I'll be able to spot them on my radar since they'll be coming up behind me. It's really just going to be visual confirmation. Alright, looks like we are all good now. All information. We're going to keep it tight to try and hide our numbers as much as possible. Now we're going to move up to link with Scarlet Flight. Now we're going to cross the Black Sea here. We're trying to get there as quickly as possible, but fuel consumption is a big deal. Alright, going to put up the throttle here, and there is Scarlet Flight. Now I'm going to try and move in probably just a little bit underneath them. Again, we want to stay as tight as possible because while we've gotten information that we're coming this way, it's unknown as to whether or not that we're coming to intercept them. So we've all got our radar off right now. We're just going based off of the waypoints that were given to us. There's a very strong possibility, unless they've significantly changed their direction, maybe they've turned around, or maybe they're going a lot faster. They might not be there. We'll have to find out. Looks like Scarlet Flight's heading about 510, so I'm going to up the speed here a little bit and get the throttle going. We're about ready to get back over land here in just a little bit. We've been going over sea for quite a while. Looking at my throttle. Seems to be in a pretty good spot. You can see I'm at 540 up in the top left of the HUD. Trying to keep a level flight here as I move up, because I feel like that this is, I don't know, maybe I'll go up just a little bit more. You can see there is just a tad bit of elevation difference here, and I don't know how much of that's going to show up on the radar of the MiG-29s. Alright, so I've turned my radar on here, and I am targeting what is likely a hostile fighter. Now, by me turning on my radar here, this means that they know that at least one aircraft is here. I'm basically broadcasting to all of them that hostiles are in the area. They'll likely turn on their radars in a little bit. Probably be surprised to be seeing these SU-33s up here. Okay, I'm moving up a lot closer here to Scarlet Flight's leader here. He's going to be on the right. His wingman's on the left. I'm going to start transmitting here in just a little bit. Remember, this transmission, of course, is to warn them to turn around or they will be fired upon. Just to make sure I've got good radar coverage. I'm going to get on the other side here of Scarlet Leader. That way I can maintain my lock and get all the information that I can here. So I'm just going to loop kind of over here. We're going to start this broadcast. Now we're going to be saying that this is under the direction of Mikhail Gorbachev, that they are to turn around. So let us know our intention, or their intention, to see whether or not that they do plan to go on to the base here. Now we do have confirmation of the 4 bombers and also their MiG-29 escort, so this is the group that we are looking for. We're counting 4 bombers, 8 escort aircraft. So we are even here when it comes to the fighters that we're going to be going up against. We'll have to get through these MiG-29s and take down the bombers if they do not respond or they continue to move in this direction, or heck, even if they attack us. I'm completely unsure about what's going to happen. Kind of backed off a little bit. Gotten back behind Scarlet Flight here. I'm just about... Now there's a bar on the left side of my HUD with an arrow. The topmost solid bar that you see there is maximum range of my weapon. So I'm about ready to get maximum range. The one right underneath it is the beginning of the optimal range. So I'm not going to be firing, of course. I'm not firing the first shot. But I just know I'll have that launch authority where all the conditions are met for me to engage. And this target lock, of course.
Launch authorized.
See, there's my launch authority. So they've been notified that they've been locked. Whoa, what's he doing? What is Scarlet Flight doing? They're moving off to the right. I'm gonna... Maybe they're just changing... Scarlet Lead just engaged him. Okay, I'm gonna have to get my entire flight to open up too. Looks like the MiG-29s have started firing on us. Up there in the distance, you can see the missile trails. Fox 1. There's a lot of missiles in the air. Alright, this is the real deal. I guess more than anything else, we'll be testing out the SU-33 here, in addition to protecting Gorbachev. Okay, we're going to switch to helmet targeting. This guy right up here. I don't know if I hit him or not. I forgot to call Fox 2. Alright, looking around here. Great, we got somebody. Okay, he's moving to the left. Fox 2. Oh, he was able to defeat that one. The direction that he's going completely perpendicular to me is not helpful, but I'm going to fire one more. Fox 2 again. There we go. First kill. Okay, with him down, turning right into another one. Seems like he might be flying it perpendicular to me as well. Gonna wait to see if he changes. Oh, this looks like a good opportunity. Fox 2. Countermeasures. None. So he's down. I think he was more concerned about engaging somebody else. Got another one over here to the right. We're going one right after another. That's 2 kills already. Okay, this might be a good time to shoot. Got a good lock on him. Okay, I'm going to hold off here. I'm going to come down with him. Yeah, because he's starting his dive way too close. I'm going to switch to guns, see if I can take him out. Just got to match up those circles. Oh, yeah, he's leveling out. This is perfect for me. I got him with the guns. That's 3 guys. Looks like he got out too. Took out his wing. Got somebody over here who might be in trouble. I'm going to go back to missiles for this one. Oh, he's coming right for me. He fired a missile. Oh, he got one of our guys. Let's see if I can avenge him. Coming right after me. He is down. That is 4. Maybe? I think maybe 4. Maybe that was 5 even. Either way, that guy's burning and going down. That was not a bad round, but I'm going to check my radar and also do some visual scanning to see how many are left. I mean, on my radar, I'm only picking up 1 aircraft in front of me, and that is my wingman, who's about ready to pass right by me. I'll have to switch my radar, make sure I change the range here a little bit too, even the direction that the radar is kind of aiming to find out where these bombers might be. Because I'm not spotting them visually. And I don't know if they got away or if we took them down. I mean, at this point, I don't even know how many we have left from either flight. I mean, I know I've got my wingman. He's showing up on my display. Okay, I'm going to have to bolt in this direction. This is where they were going. You can hear that I've gone supersonic. It gets quiet until I end up passing him. Okay, I'm seeing the bombers on radar now. Or at least I'm seeing 4 aircraft. Now, as I'm moving up here, I'm going to be solely focused on them. It's going to be 1 on 4. I'm going to lock one of them. And then I need to get my wingman just to kind of clear the area around me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send out here in just a moment a call over the radio. Actually, let's do it right now. Yeah, he's the only one who is left from my flight. I'm going to have him engage any bandits that we spot. So he's gone ahead and changed direction. It looks like there might be 1 more MiG-29, so he's going to fire. See, the countermeasures are going off, but yeah, that's not going to do it. Okay, so that is the last MiG-29 in the area. So now it's just me versus the bombers. Bombers, of course, are not completely unarmed. They do have some guns on the back of them, so I got to make sure I don't get too close to them. I'm going to have to potentially change the range of the radar there on the screen on the bottom right. All right. Just about in optimal range, I'm guessing here. Yep. Actually, let's just open up on him. Now I don't have as many missiles here as I would like to be able to take these guys out with. Most of these hopefully end up hitting. Wait just a little bit more. Probably till the arrow on the left of the HUD gets about halfway as far as range goes before I fire. Alright, let's do it. Looks like it's flying true, but the bomber hasn't changed direction much at all. I think, yeah, it's launching countermeasures. It was probably the best time too, so I think that missile has been defeated. It's still flying. I'm gonna go ahead and fire another one here. Fox 1. Waiting for it. He's banking left. Now, because of the smoke trail, I don't know if I got a hit on him or not. Oh, yeah, he's just dropping out of the sky. All right, we're going to try and get this guy again. You can see now the bombers are going with some evasive maneuvers, kind of crisscrossing right here. Now, this missile that I'm firing is for longer range. Got him. It's not as maneuverable as the other ones I've been going with. But since these bombers are not that maneuverable anyway, hopefully that works. But him diving right there, perfect call. He's firing at me now. Let's switch to guns. Oh, I took out both his wings. That bomber's going down. Now, I actually only counted 3 bombers, so there should be... I think that should be it. Which means we've gone ahead and taken out the entire threat. This bomber falls to the ground. I think I saw the crew jump out of it and some of the other ones here too. Okay, so now we're gonna have a real challenge. I'm gonna try and land this. Okay, so I've slowed down considerably. G-forces were kind of high there at a couple points, but seemed to get out of it okay. Now remember, my wingman here and I are the only ones that are left. Based off some of the information I've been finding on the radar, all of Scarlet Flight has been killed. Just directly up ahead. Wait, hold on, what is that? Am I picking something up on radar? Oh, okay. Whew. Never mind. That is just my wingman. You can see, you might be able to see his trail a little bit up there. I'm just doing a quick visual scan. If I do spot anybody, I'll just go ahead and target them. As long as they stay within the circle, they're good. One of the things with some of the modes that I have for my avionics is I do have a way to be able to find some runways and airfields in which to land at. So let me make sure I get my wingman to rejoin formation. We'll try and find the nearest one. Because we've traveled a long way, and I also went throttle up for a lot of that engagement. I do have to be concerned. There goes my wingman. I do have to be concerned about the fuel that I kind of use up here. Alright. So here we go. Wingman's passing right over me there. He'll have to turn around and link up with me. Okay, so on my display, I'm picking up just kind of a little bit over this direction. There should be an airfield for me to land at. I'm not seeing anything else I mean, I'm not at the point here where I have to be concerned about like landing in a field or anything. I've still got sufficient fuel to find an airfield. Still, even right now, guys, this is absolutely gorgeous. Just being at this altitude, looking down, trying to find... Oh, there it is. Okay. So I found the airfield. It's just going to be right off to the right. I'm looking at the mirrors right now to see how far away my wingman is. What we're going to have to do is on the display, kind of shows a path that you could take to make sure that you're completely lined up with that runway. So I'm going to go ahead and follow that, which means once he kind of gets on, gets in formation, what we're going to do is we're going to swing around to the left and come in from that direction. I'm going to make sure I have a nice long approach. Again, since I've never tried this before, I do want to make sure I give myself the best chance and make sure we get cleared here for landing. Okay, here we go with the left turn. Like, I'm getting super tense right here. Going through all of this, I think I ended up with 8 kills. And I don't want to lose it right here and die just because I can't land this plane. Alright, everything's looking good. Decreasing altitude just a little bit here. 1, because I am landing, but also 2, this is such a beautiful view. Right at sunset. Oh, there he comes. Alright, I got my wingman on me. This is perfect. Okay, so we're gonna start here in a little bit, our turn, and then that's gonna get us lined up here with the runway. Kind of doing this now. That square that's right there, it's a good checkpoint to kind of go off of. I'll make another turn at that, and then the line that's directly underneath it should take me right to the runway. We still have 2 more missiles, I've noticed. But it looks like my wingman got quite a bit. Now, this is actually kind of terrible that this fight occurred, because we've lost 6 of the 8 SU-33 prototypes. I mean, they fared pretty well in combat, considering these test pilots hadn't been in combat with this aircraft before. Took out all the MiG-29s. Alright, we're just about there. Got the runway right ahead of me, having completed that turn. Pretty much perfect. I'll have to make a few adjustments to make sure I get completely lined up. I'm going to go ahead and, or I have called for my wingman to land here as well to return to base. So he is actually fallen back. Once I get landed up, I'm sure he'll come in not that long after me. Alright, gears are down. I'm watching my throttle right here because I also don't want to lose too much altitude too quickly. Basically aiming for that black spot right on the runway. I almost want to fall right there. Okay, pretty much lined up. I might have to do something with the rudder here a little bit to get right where I need to be. Almost there, looking good. Cutting back on my throttle quite a bit now. Make sure I get evened out. Perfect. Going to apply the brakes. Speed brake too, for what it's worth. Alright, now that I'm landed, I'm starting to slow up a little bit too. I'm going to move to the end of the runway and off to the right. So since I'm on the ground and alive, this is awesome. A successful mission. We got that interception taken care of. The threat to Gorbachev has been cleared. And I end up with 8 kills. So this was an amazing mission. This is the first time I've played DCS World. I really wanted to give a big thanks to the Grim Reapers, specifically Cap, for some awesome tutorials. This video probably wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for the tutorials that he put together. It made me a lot more confident and able to fly this. So really, man, thank you for making those. I would love to fly a lot more in VR, to be completely honest, so let me know in the comment section if you enjoyed this video at all. I mean, I know it's very different from the Arma content, but from my perspective, this is just absolutely awesome. Of course, we're going to go back to Arma next week, so we won't be getting away from it for too long. So make sure you guys subscribe if you haven't already. Like the video if you enjoyed what you saw. If you can donate to the Patreon to help out, please do. I can imagine if we were to get a big jump in monthly stuff there and you guys really liked this, might be able to get some more aircraft and try and learn those too. Maybe do some pretty cool stories and campaigns through it as well. But again, I'm just curious what you think. Our Discord, definitely welcome you to join that as well, to join in on a number of conversations that we end up having, as well as our community's Arma 3 unit. But again, I appreciate you guys watching. I really do. War is hell. You don't have to worry, because Warfighters, I've got your 6.